Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get the hottest topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and more on a daily and consistent basis. I'm sure you were not expecting a live tonight, but we had a few hot topics that I wanted to talk about, and I had such a busy day. But before we get into the hot topics, I want to give people an opportunity to get into the chat room. One thing I do love is that before I even go live, there are quite a few of you having conversations in the chat, and I love it. I love that our community is growing and growing and growing. We hit 10,000K this week. Shout out to all of you that said congratulations, reached out, came and celebrated with us this week. We celebrated yesterday, right? It was yesterday. I'm so mixed up with time, y'all. I actually went out into the city today, and when I say city, I live in New York City, but I went to Manhattan. I live in the outer boroughs, not the outer borough. I live in one of the 5 boroughs. So I went into Manhattan today, and I don't get to do that often because, pandemic. And I went today, took care of some business, had to run back home. I saw these hot topics that were sitting in my phone. That was like, oh yeah, I need to talk about these. If you don't know, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I create very similar content there. I post short snippets of those things here on YouTube as well, because now YouTube has shorts. So I've been posting there for a couple of months now. I've been posting on the YouTube shorts, sort of like what you get on TikTok. I won't be watching the comments here just because it's easier for me to see the comments on YouTube and Facebook. So head on over to one of those platforms. Shout out to everyone that's already in the chat. I'm going to post the link so you guys can call in tonight, because our Friday night show, or any of our live shows, I'd love to hear your opinions. This morning we went live for a surprise conversation, and I'm just going to reiterate what I said this morning. The Prince Harry and Oprah Winfrey series that they have on Apple Plus, it is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I know we haven't talked a lot about it, and if you follow my podcast, Kempire Radio, every Wednesday we talk about wellness, and we haven't in the last couple of weeks because I was taking care of my own wellness. There's just so much that I'm doing that I just haven't had the time to sit and create what I would like to create for that wellness series. And the wellness series is called Know Better, Do Better, Live Better. So we will get back to that at some point. I like to bring experts on that particular series, but there is a new episode of the podcast out today. A new episode. Let me drink some water, y'all, because I can't tell you. I literally maybe got back into the house less than 2 hours ago and was dealing with stuff. Had to plot and plan this show. Had to create a thumbnail for the show. Did you guys like the thumbnail? Oh, Lord. We have lots to talk about. Matter of fact, I just realized I didn't upload one of the photos that I want to show you guys tonight. I see all of your comments. First of all, thank you guys. If you haven't liked this video, we have over 100 people in the chat room already. Shout out to you. On a Friday night, I'm glad I can be here to entertain you on some level. I just want to make sure I upload one of my photos that I wanted to upload, because, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Ooh, girl, where is this picture? Hold on, y'all. That's the thing with the cloud. The cloud doesn't have my picture yet. Let me see if I close this. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find my picture that I want to show you. Yes, I found my picture. I found the picture that I want to show you. Okay, how do I? Come on. All right, TikTok. You just have to give me a second, TikTok. I got to send these photos over to here, because look, I got to show y'all my receipts. Gotta show y'all my receipts. I can't believe I was in the city today, and I was there when one of our favorite people, and when I say favorite, I use that loosely. Okay, sorry, TikTok. Sorry, TikTok. I had to pause you for a second. TikTok. Sorry. I had to upload some stuff, but this is perfect. This gives everyone an opportunity to get into the chat. And the other reason why I love when you guys call in is because literally while I'm talking to myself right now, I literally feel like I'm talking to myself. And I am talking to myself, but I know that you guys are there. I appreciate everyone being on time. So let's get into it, because one of the things you guys say that you love about the channel is that we don't waste time getting into the conversation. So before we get into the Porsha news, let's talk about Kevin, aka Kelvin Hunter. Question: why is Kelvin going by Kelvin now, even though all these years he told people his name was Kevin? His name on Instagram is the real Kelvin Hunter. And I'm like, y'all, you look, Kevin, you have people out here yelling at me, his name is Kevin. His name is Kevin. No, it's not. His government is Kelvin Hunter. They named their son Kevin like he was a junior, and he ain't a junior. Oh, sorry. I got a little angry. No, I wasn't angry. This one. Yo. All right, so there's some beef going on. If you don't know already, Kelvin, I gotta get used to saying this again. Kelvin Hunter is one of the people that he is the person that brought Charlamagne the God to our airwaves years ago when he was a sidekick with Wendy on WBLS here in New York. It was chemistry like we hadn't seen chemistry like that in forever. Charlamagne was introduced to us, and then he catapulted himself to others. I think he went to Philly at one point, then came back to New York. Now he's a part of the Breakfast Club, the biggest morning show there is. So he's had so much success since then. He's done multiple TV things. He has his own podcast network. We talked about the Black Effect Network yesterday. I can't look. All my days are mixed up, y'all. All my days are mixed up. Let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, can Kelvin please go away? Serial cheater. That's what Wendy said about him. I mean, if you've been under a rock, Kelvin has been dragged through the mud over the last 2 years at this point. Wendy is done with him, I think. Is Wendy done with him? I mean, I hope so. I hope Wendy's done with him. But she can never really be done with him. They do share a son together. Well, apparently people are wondering, why did Kelvin lose his mind on social media? Not lose his mind. I'm being dramatic. I apologize. Why he decided to come at Charlamagne the God on his social media in an Instagram story. And let me show it to you, and I'm going to read it in Kelvin's voice. This is the only time I get to act, y'all. I always wanted to be an actor. I played Martin Luther King Jr. in my 4th grade play. I got fan mail. I'm sure I still have it somewhere. Fan mail. That's how good I was. I should have been an actor at some point in my life. All right. Let's get into this. So the real Kelvin Hunter posted this on his Instagram story, taking shots at Charlamagne the God. This is what he said, and I'm going to say it in my best. I'm going to say this in my best Kelvin, aka Kevin Hunter voice. I see we back at Charlamagne storytelling time. Salute to Kwame Brown. After all the talk, I think it's time to share some real scary truths about an individual y'all really still know nothing about. And definitely time to clear up the lies. Truth is powerful. Yo, look, I'm just going to add the yo. Yo. And there's only one true God. He brought God into this? I regret the day I ever brought you around any of my people. Story time. The truth will blow your mind. I hope you guys appreciate look, that hurt my throat. Oh my gosh. Look, let me take a sip of coconut water. That hurt my throat. And and the Oscar goes to Kevin. Thank you. I should have played. No, I'm not that ugly. Oh, I said I should have played him in the movie, but no offense to the actor that played him in the movie, but sorry. I'm just saying. Oh, wait, let me upload these photos that I have, because we got to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. We got a lot to talk about. I missed you guys. I went live this morning to do a special, mental health and talk about the Prince Harry and Oprah Winfrey mental health series that they have on Apple Plus. It's really good, y'all. I know there are a lot of people, including myself, talking about what Prince Harry said in it in regards to the royal family and Meghan Markle and his mom. That stuff is juicy, but there are so many other stories that they're telling in this that it's so well produced. Lord, I think I hurt my throat with that one, y'all. Ooh. But I see we back to Charlamagne's story. I didn't get caught up on Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown was coming at the Breakfast Club. We can talk about that if you want to call in and share your thoughts on that entire situation. But I just found it interesting why Kelvin decided to jump in this whole situation. And what does he have on Charlamagne? You know, one thing I respect about Charlamagne, yes, Charlamagne has been problematic many times throughout the years. But one thing I can appreciate about Charlamagne, and I think that's why he's become so successful, is the fact that he really is authentically himself. And I think that's why you see certain people be truly successful. Even Wendy Williams. You may not like Wendy Williams, the things that she says or does, but that's authentically who she is. And that's why she's been so successful. And look, give credit to myself. I think the reason why this channel has grown the way that it's grown, because I can't be anyone but me. You know, I could be a little shady, but at the same time, I'm not that shady. I'm not going to be, you know, exposing people like that on here. And I think you guys can read that. I think people just intrinsically are able to see authenticity and gravitate towards that. And that will lead us to talking about Porsha in a second. All right, let me take this man's message off. Let me take this man's message off. Okay, this is why I need a producer. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Lorraine. You're not fake. Exactly. Yes, Kwame Brown, the basketball player. He was coming out with a few things. I see a lot of you guys in here. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. I know a lot of people do not like Charlamagne, and I know why. I can see why. But I'm interested to know what Kelvin has on him. What does Kelvin know? And is Kelvin insinuating that he's going to release his own book, his own documentary? You know, Kelvin also launched his own publishing house, company, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to call it. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's deciding to write a book. But what could he say? What could he say about Charlamagne that we don't already know? Charlamagne has been pretty open about his mess over the years, including cheating on his wife multiple times. The Bombshell. Yes, that is Data. The Bombshell, have you been around as long as Data? If you know who Data is? Data is one of them. Definitely, he's been here since the beginning. And when I say, you know, look, sometimes I think it's necessary because we are growing and there are a lot of people that don't know who I am. And it's not to say that I'm anybody you should know, but understand that I am not a Johnny-come-lately when it comes to hot topics, talking about hot topics. I've been doing this on online radio, podcasting for over 12 years, probably 13, 14 years at this point. Lord have mercy. Data said, why is Kelvin in the news doing women's things? Look, so that I just wanted to start out this live. I can't believe it's already been 15 minutes. All right, let me get to the tea. I hate wasting y'all time. It's Friday night. People are vaccinated. Oh, look, y'all, I can move my arm. I'm doing all right. I don't got to twitch, nothing. I'm doing all right. I got my second Pfizer shot. I'm good. Thank you for everyone that reached out. Appreciate you. All right. I don't want to waste your time because it is a Friday night. Things are open. The weather's getting better. I want you to be able to go out after this. Okay. And I'll be allowing you guys to call in and share your thoughts. Is Miriam anywhere around? Because she's going to be mad as hell. She missed this one. All right. Okay. We have almost 250 people in the room. Like this video. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. I appreciate super chats, but liking the video also helps get us out to more people. I know you want to keep me to yourself, but sharing is caring. All right. So if you would like more information on some of these hot topics in an unfiltered way, because as I said before, here on Google and on TikTok, we have to filter some of our language, community guidelines. So check the podcast out. New episode available right now. She's Ice Cold is the title. And of course, it's all about, well, it's not all about, it's hot topics and some other stuff. Check that out. Links are available in the description of this video, or just go to Kempire Radio on your favorite podcast platform. Anyways, let's get to it. Before we get to the Porsha situation, our girl, Dr. Wendy Osefo, happy birthday. She posted and let us know that it's Gemini season. How dare you? Can us Tauruses enjoy the last couple of minutes of our Taurus season? All right, it's over. Dr. Wendy has a new look. She's here in New York. I could have easily ran into her. That would have been hilarious. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if Dr. Wendy and I ran into each other? She posted this on her social media. Let me take the little banner off so you guys can see what she said. So, chapter 30. She's 37? Not to say that she looks older. I just got an older vibe from her. Chapter 37. I am forever grateful for all of God's infinite blessings. Cheers to an amazing year. As we alleged before, allegedly, producers of The Real Housewives of Potomac said that she needed to upgrade her fashion, upgrade her look, allegedly. So I feel like, I've always thought Dr. Wendy looked good, but she's definitely looking different. She's definitely playing a little bit more with the fashion. She's definitely playing a little bit more with hair color. So this is one of the photos that she posted. So I just want to say happy birthday. She's here in New York celebrating her birthday. It would have been hilarious if we ran into each other, because I would have been like, Dr. Wendy. I wonder if she would even know. Not to say I expect her to know who I am. No, I'm not saying that. But you never know. Some of these housewives be checking out the YouTube and see what people are saying. That would be hilarious if she shaded the hell out of me. But she looks great. Wait, we have another photo. We have another photo of Dr. Wendy. She was in New York, and I feel like she was somewhere near where I was, because I was like, wait a second, that looks a little familiar. She looks great after 3 babies. 37 though. I don't know. Am I the only one that thought Dr. Wendy was maybe at least in her 40s? Dr. Wendy's younger than me? Oof. I don't know. Mosaic says Wendy looks great. Aubrey says she looks great. Lori says 45. I thought 45, maybe. I was like, oh, wow, she looks great for, someone in her mid-40s. She's 37. See? Okay, at least I'm not the only one. And that is no shade. Because even Marlo looks great. But Marlo's like 45. I think we all thought Marlo was hitting 50. And I think it's just the vibe. It's not necessarily that she looks older. I just thought it was, no offense. Happy birthday, Dr. Wendy Osefo. And based on what we're hearing from The Real Housewives of Potomac new season, it looks like we might like Wendy this season, because she's going to be Team Karen. Because if you've missed all of it, then you do know that Giselle unfollowed her on social media. And look, I'm not team anyone, but I'm open to Dr. Wendy. I'm open. I want to see what this new season will bring. Marlo 45. Exact. I thought older, but maybe she's lying. I don't know. Dr. Wendy, happy birthday. Happy 50th birthday. Early 50, Susie. All right, let me focus. So let me look at my list of things that I need to talk about. Okay. Let's get back into Porsha. I know the reason why you all are here. You want to talk about Porsha. Porsha. Porsha, I was rooting for you. Was I rooting? I always say that. Was I really rooting for Porsha? I think I was. I think we were rooting for Porsha. She's come a long way over the years. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do multitask with this situation over here. Okay. Let's talk about this Porsha situation. Before we get into the actual Porsha situation, I do want to post this picture. So, as I said before, Sheree was on a trip with Simon Guobadia because she's friends with Akon's wife. And then we were like, oh, this is exactly why we need Sheree to come back. If Sheree is good friends with Akon's wife and she knows Simon Guobadia, she can add to the storyline. She could be the bone collector. Well, it's nice to see that. First of all, shout out to the Peach Report Daily, because I like to cite my sources. And they discovered that Sheree commented this under Porsha's picture. So Porsha's still in good graces with Sheree. So another reason why Sheree should come back, because I'm sure even if Sheree is good with you, if she knows some stuff, she gonna drop that stuff for us. She's a good bone collector. Well, I know some of you don't like Sheree, but maybe we can finish off Sheree's story. Let's get her married. Let's get a She by Sheree fashion show. You know, a fashion show with fashions. We could even bring Dwight back. Not sure who he's friends with still. But this was just a signal to me that Porsha and Sheree are still in a good place. And I think that will be necessary for this new season, because I feel like Porsha is going to lose a lot of friends this season. Not SHAMEA, but speaking of SHAMEA, let's get into that. Wait, before we get into SHAMEA. So I honestly feel like you guys could have played down your relationship. You know, there have been mixed reactions to Porsha and her relationship with Simon Guobadia, who is still a married man, married to Falynn Guobadia, who we met on the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season. And they just filed for divorce back in January. They probably won't be finalized with their divorce until November. They have a date in November. So Porsha's been all over social media, you know, complimenting her boo. You know, he was away. He was getting new veneers, which, look, there are certain veneers that look good, but Simon's veneers, they look like the horse teeth that we tell people not to get. Why'd you go to Africa to go to get horse teeth? Was it cheap? I don't understand. Porsha commented under, first of all, this is what the guy says. My brother Simon Guobadia flew in all the way from Uganda. Well, he flew all the way from Atlanta, right? Wait, was this in Atlanta? I don't even know. Y'all will let me know in the chat. Either way, the teeth, they look like horse teeth. They don't look good to me. And mind you, Simon, you've been worth millions for forever. Why are you just getting veneers? I don't understand it. Gennaro says, perfect. People with money can be very cheap at times, but don't be cheap with your teeth. I'm a big advocate for people taking care of their teeth. Look, I take care of mine. I wouldn't mind some veneers, but I'm not gonna get some horse teeth. Just saying. Y'all gonna see that glow up soon. Anyways, look at those teeth. Like, you worth $40 million. $40 million, and they gave you horse teeth. Those aren't cute to me. Anyways, Porsha commented, he's so hot. My God, I can't with this situation. He's still not cute. You guys are hilarious. All right, but let's get into why you guys are really here. So Simon is back from East Africa, met up with his fiance. Can you really call him your fiance if you're still married? Someone's going to have to call in and tell me the rules on that. Can you call someone your fiance if they're still married legally? I mean, you can't marry him legally. You're technically kissing up on a married man. Shout out to Queens of Bravo for capturing this for us, because as always, we like to cite our sources. Porsha said, I'm gonna stick beside him. And if you are on TikTok, then you understand that term. There's a whole audio. A lot of people do it. So she posted that as her caption. I'm gonna stick beside him. SHAMEA posted a comment. SHAMEA, whatever. She said, up and mother loving stuck. Porsha then commented, thank you, bestie. Best matchmaker ever. Oh my gosh. So this confirmed for us that Porsha's best friend, SHAMEA, is the African Connect. Oh, there was something look, there's a lot of, see, y'all know I gotta bring, I have to bring evidence when I talk about these people. Let me get the evidence that I have that I want to talk about. TikTok, you're gonna have to, TikTok, don't go anywhere. I have to close you out just for a second. Don't go anywhere. Hold on. I gotta send my stuff on over because I forgot to do this earlier. because I decided last minute, y'all, to come live. And I wanted to make sure that I sent some of these over. Sorry, TikTok. I had to step out for a second because I had to get my sources together. Because we've alleged, Marlo alleged that SHAMEA is the African Connect. She alleged a lot. I'm just gonna let Marlo speak for herself. Wait, before we do that, let me see what you guys are saying. I apologize, y'all. There's a lot of comments in here. I see you guys. Exactly what Diva Den is saying. Almost 500 in the chat. Please support the channel and like. It's a free way to support the channel. Please like the video, y'all. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I decided the last minute to come live because I got all my resources and I wanted to share them with you. I have Instagram posts, comments, and then I got some video footage. Can we get into the video footage? All right, let's get into some of this video footage. Oh, Typical says, I kind of suspected that. I think a lot of us suspected that SHAMEA may have been the one, but the disturbing part about that is, SHAMEA, you hooked your friend up with someone that was still married. And even if that isn't the case, because Porsha knows that we're going to be talking about this, we're going to be reporting on this. I'm sure all of my fellow YouTubers, bloggers, social media influencers are blogging and talking about this. She knew that we would talk about it. She knew we're in the comments. Well, y'all in the comments, I can't keep up. But let's play a little bit about what Marlo said. Hold on.
It's not like I fucked your man. I did something to your family. My husband never fucked you. Girl, you done fucked half of Africa. Are you for real?
No, you did say you can have him if you wanted to.
No, but I'm telling her.
And that was when it started going left.
No, I said if he didn't fuck you, I definitely know I can go.
All right. You started saying something about some text messages or something.
I said be quiet before I pull out the receipts. From the text messages from Barcelona, but I sent you and Porsha already.
Okay.
That part.
So, with that being said,
on that one. So you can't stop.
I was just like, I just remember I was sitting there thinking like, oh.
But the thing that I didn't like though, Candy, she tried to make it seem like I said I would fuck her husband or I wanted to. I was using it as an example, you guys. Like, hey, I didn't do anything to hurt your child, your family. I haven't messed with your husband. And then I don't know if it was me being raised in foster care or just the way her response was when I said that about her. He'll never like, bitch, you're scum, you're dirty. No, you're not gonna make me feel like I'm scum. My father already made me feel like I wasn't worthy. You're not gonna make me feel like you're better than me. No, he's a man, and if he slept with you, he will sleep with me. It is what it is. Now, since he's married to you, he may not, but he damn sure would have before he was married to you, for sure. I promise you that.
Okay.
And like Kenya said, my statement does not change. When I said she could have Africa, she got livid. I don't think you had that mad when I said about your husband. It was about the Africa. Ain't nothing wrong with Africa. I love African men, baby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But it was just because, hey, you just cut me off. I do not do good with rejection. Not from friends or someone who says they love me or they're supposed to love me. Note to self. I do not. Not when you're supposed to love me and care about me, and I let you in.
But yeah, she was still upset leaving that from that point on about that particular conversation.
I'm married. You would not disrespect me. She was so. I'm like, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord, y'all. Oh Lord. I see we got a few people calling in. Like this video if you haven't liked this video. Marlo told us. Marlo told us a while ago. Claudia told us a while ago. Apparently, there's something going on in Africa that we don't know about. Something. And apparently, SHAMEA is the connect. The connect. All right, we're going to take some callers. I posted the link in the chat if you want to call in and share your thoughts. And then I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you go because it's Friday night and everyone should be out having a good time. Okay? All right, let's see. Let's see who we have. Shantae.
Happy Friday.
Why do you sound so far away?
I don't know.
What's going on?
A little bit better. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't expect to go live, but I was like, well, I got some conversation I need to have.
Yes. This is why I call Shamea Shamesi.
Shamesi? Oh,
Shamesi. If this is even true, this is why I call her Shamesi. She has earned that title. She ain't gonna earn a peach, but she has earned the name and the title Shamesi. Because
oh
she's earned it.
Lord. Oh,
She's doing this to earn her way onto the show.
Ashante, for some reason you sound really low. Try calling back in, okay?
All right.
All right. Lulu, I'm gonna bring you up. Lulu,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm good. I found you this week, actually.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, I love you. I love your show. And I watched the was it Fame Tara?
Yes.
Oh my God, I love her. But anywho, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, so is she trying to, do you think that she's trying to say that SHAMEA hooked her up way before she brought Fallon on the show? Like,
Oh, I didn't even think about it like
you know
that.
what I mean? Like, why would she like say that if that was the case?
It was very, I think it was very strategic. I don't think it was
Right.
by accident that she decided to go on a public platform and
Right.
and say that.
Because for me, it's like, why would you, if it was a month ago, are you telling, like, that's the thing. Porsha thinks she's smart, but she's stupid. But, like, I mean, she'll say things, but then she'll, put her foot in her mouth. So it's like, why would you say the matchmaker, like, okay, a month ago, but then you're saying SHAMEA hooked you guys up?
Yeah. Look, I don't know if anyone believes her timeline of a month ago. I know I
Right.
don't.
I don't. I think that because we all know she has a history of dating married African men.
Allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
Wait.
If you want
Look,
to say that, but
we'll throw that up. Allegedly.
There we go. But I think that SHAMEA probably did hook her up with him. And then she's been with him even before they came on the show, because why? I don't know. I'm so disappointed in Porsha. I was a Porsha ride or die. Like
Okay.
And then through you, someone spilled the tea about how she did what's her name, Jamie, and I said, oh my God.
Yeah, Jamie.
If
For
Jamie put you on the show and you did her like that, girl.
For those that aren't familiar with what Lulu's talking about, Jamie is actually the Speak On It editor. I think she does all of Candy's editing.
Right.
It was revealed on our platform that Jamie's the one that was in the alley that Porsha was trying to beat up.
Mm-hmm. But then she apparently, one of your callers said that Jamie was who helped her get on Real Housewives.
That part.
So, I'm a Taurus. Oh, and you're a Taurus too. Hey,
Taurus.
But I'm super loyal, and so to me, that's why this whole mess is just like, oh my God, girl, like what in the world? Like, and everybody keeps saying she's not bothered. Yes, she's bothered. That's why she turned off the comments in that one picture she announced. That's why she's blocking people, including me, because I went in on her. That's why she's,
and you were a Taurus, and you were a Porsha fan.
Yes, let me tell you, I please, Kenya, Team 12, welcome me, because I'm done. Like, I was under this whole, what was her name? Kate something. Kate, you did that show.
Okay. Oh, Kate Chastain.
Yes, that was me. She would run in a bus full of kids and be like, oh. That was me, so stupid and blindsided by her, because the first season she was so innocent and I felt bad for her. I thought Cordell was, horrible to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, Louise, I'm just like, what? This is crazy. And Fallon, like, girl, do you have a gag order or something? Like, we're ready for you to talk. We'll buy the book. Like, have a sit down. I don't know, with Oprah.
Buy the book.
Like, we are so ready to hear from you, because this is crazy.
I think there might be some sort of gag order in regards to that prenup that they have.
And then let me talk about Simon. And I'm African too, by the way.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Porsha is gonna chew rocks. Okay, Porsha is going to chew rocks when that man is done with her.
What do you mean by that?
Let me tell you something. I've dated a Nigerian before. They are very powerful people. First of all, remember that post that he put about if anybody can come over and save my wife. Why are you still talking about Falynn as your wife? Why are you still addressing her as that? That man is hurt, and he's using Porsha to get back at Falynn. He still loves Falynn. He does. There's no way a man who is over someone is going to go up there and say, my wife, proudly like that. He could have easily said my ex. And then in the same breath, say my fiance. I'm like, what the hell? But let me tell you something about these African men. He is very proudful. And then that picture she posted today, if you saw that body language, she was the one holding on to him. And then she posted the one where they were trying to kiss. Why wasn't he holding her? She was the one doing that. What's that about? That tells you who's in control in that relationship. And I feel like Simon's going to be the Cordell, like how she was in Cordell's marriage. Like, not to say, do whatever he wants me to do, not go to a street. That's what's going to happen. And Porsha, let me tell you, girl, you don't know these men. You don't know these African men. He probably has, I don't know, when he was in Uganda, he probably has somebody over there, that's just Nigerians. That's just how it is. It's like in their culture. They cheat. That's what they know to do. And
oh my God.
If anybody coming me in the chat, I'm just saying, I'm just being real. That's just how it is. That's just how they roll. And
I mean, you're not the only person to call in and say this, though.
Really? Yeah, that's just how they roll, though. That's just, and she thinks that she's, oh my God, I didn't know why everybody was like making a big deal out of this. No. Girl, I don't want to say the B word, but girl, really? You didn't know why everybody, and it's like she's mad at everybody for going in on her.
Yeah.
I don't think she thought that the backlash would be this bad. I really don't think so. I think she thought that, okay, Black Lives Matter. No, ma'am. Now we're not even thinking about Black Lives Matter. If you ever even came up talk about Black Lives Matter, everybody's gonna, ricochet back to all this Simon stuff. So you just messed that up. For what? You could have easily been able to make millions on the path you were at. But she needs therapy. Her and Kenya are the same. The only difference is, yes, they are. Kenya, the mom, yeah, she gets in these messed up relationships, whatever, which we can understand. Her, it's daddy issues and thinking that her beauty, that's why every time she's dressed in all these overly sexual things, like trying to, I'm hot, look at my butt. She needs therapy for her daddy issues because this is just horrible. And I used to be a Porsha ride or die, and I'm just done. I'm done. Wrong is wrong, right? I don't care if Falynn cheated or whatever, because other people are trying to say Falynn is not innocent. Okay, fine. But I don't care about that.
Yeah.
She was married to that man. She had no business going into that marriage and doing all this. So I'm just, ugh.
Lulu, I appreciate you calling.
Thank you, though. I know you have a lot of people coming through. I'm sorry. Thank you.
No worries. We appreciate you calling in. Be sure to call back in again.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. All right, we got almost 600 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. We're talking about a few different hot topics. We started out the show talking about Kelvin Hunter posting a threatening Instagram story about Charlamagne the God, saying that he has receipts on him. Oh, Lord. Dr. Wendy Osefo, she posted some new photos of her here in New York celebrating her birthday. And of course, we're talking about this Porsha situation. Now we found out that SHAMEA is the one that hooked Porsha up with a married man. Falynn's married man. She's still married to him. I'm going to bring up a couple of people, callers that are coming on. I'm just going to ask a quick overview of your thoughts on these hot topics, and then I'm going to drop everyone out just so that we're able to kind of keep things moving because we're already 40 minutes in. It's all right. Odie, what's going on?
Hi, how you doing? Oh my God, can you hear me already? Like, can you hear me? Everything
Yeah,
perfect?
I can hear you. Is there a fan on in the back?
Yeah, I would just move my computer. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Can you be perfect now?
Ooh.
Can you hear me perfect now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, today is a long day. A long day. SHAMEA knew what she was doing with that girl. That little girl. I'm calling Porsha little. Actually, with that old woman, she's 45.
Oh,
She's 45. No, she's 40.
she's 40. Well, she's not 40 yet. She's going to be 40.
She's going on 40, acting like a 21-year-old, acting like she's in high school. About that. But what I can say is, I understand if you have daddy issues, just say it. Like we all got daddy issues.
What if she? She said we all got daddy. What if she doesn't know that she has daddy issues? If she's not in therapy, she's not going to know.
Therapy. But no, you never know, because I can say, yeah, maybe something went on in your childhood that you're like trying to get men. Because look at it. Every season she's been on the Real Housewives, she had a different nigga. Different man.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah, Duke, who didn't even want her? That was just friends with benefits for a storyline.
Who?
She had
Cordell?
That she met off Cordell. She was married to the abuser. I don't think she. I think he was just controlling. Allegedly. Cordell, I know you like to sue. I know you bisexual. I mean, we could go, anyway.
Yeah, let's focus. Let's focus.
Duke, Oliver, when she met in Miami, season 9. Duke, Dennis. And the crazy thing is, and this is the complete history, she stole Dennis from one of her friends. They were associates. The same thing she did to what's it called? And that's when Jasmine was trying to tell Candy, tell that girl to watch out. And now her and Candy are best friends.
Ooh, wait. So did I miss that? Porsha stole Dennis from one of her friends, allegedly.
Yep, it's allegedly, but I for real true at this point now, because I've been her friend, because I've been like her imaginary friend in my head, because like girl, I understand what you're going through in the real life world and shit, and I know Kenya Moore with her fake contacts and her fake booty is always bullying you, but now I see why she's bullying you. Now I see why.
OD, I have so many people on the line, but I appreciate you calling in.
Okay, Wendy girl, she look cute. She looking poppin'. She lived down the street from me. But anyway, she looked cute. She's popping, and yeah. Thank you for letting me call in. I'll call later.
Of course. Thank you. We have over 600 people in the chat. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. If not, subscribe and hit the notification bells, because you're getting daily and consistent hot topics here on the channel every single day in a variety of areas of music, entertainment, reality TV, and more. I'm going to bring up a couple more callers. Callers, please make it quick, because I want to weigh in because someone's on the line. It's just giving me a look. Lala, I'm going to bring you up. What are your thoughts, Lala? Lala? Lala, I see you looking at us. Okay, I'm going to drop Lala. Sorry, Lala. Amarachi?
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Maybe I'm going to be unpopular. I'm definitely going to be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not that pressed about the whole Porsha situation, because for one, no one knows what's really going on, and people have like a huge opinion because of how he looks, obviously, and no one really knows what happened between he and Falynn. We met Falynn, they were together, and now they're divorced. What happened before all of that to even get them to a place of divorce?
Yeah.
Even in the show, when they showed him, he wasn't really like interacting with Falynn at all.
Yeah.
He was like pretty much like hosting or letting her host the event there, because the camera was around. We didn't really get a backdrop of their relationship to have like a big opinion about it.
Amarachi, not to interrupt you. First of all, we love when people call in and share their opinions, no matter what it is. We're not biased here. We like when people call and weigh in on a different point of view. Mm-hmm. But Just some tea that I heard. So when the cameras allegedly came to Simon Fallon's home, we heard that he had the garage up to show off the fancy cars, and production did not want to see any of it. They told him to hide that stuff. So he really wanted to be on TV, allegedly.
Yes. So then the thing is, he went through Fallon. That didn't happen. Obviously, he didn't have to show. And now he's going through Porsha. Why is Porsha getting all the heat for it? That's
Oh,
my
you got
thing.
a good point.
If he's the one trying to be famous, why is everyone beating Porsha up for all of this? She may be seeing an opportunity. It could be a relationship of opportunity for both of them. It may not even be about romance. But I don't like the fact that everyone is going down Porsha's throat. Like, oh my, it's a little bit of slut shaming in a sense. She already got that with the Bolo situation. Now she's getting shamed for, dating a rich Nigerian man, as if that's a huge gift to the world. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, let her live her life. Let her get the opportunity that she needs to win from this whole thing, and beat up on him. Like, if anything, he's the one that's going between women. At the end of the day, he's the one. Like, he was the one that was married. Like,
I'm glad you're bringing it up, because you're right. He should be getting his fair share of us getting in that ass.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
As far as the whole, like, I mean, I'm always been skeptical about Charlamagne. I like his opinions and all of that. And of course, like, he's associated with all the other women, like the guy said, that I follow. But like, if people really have the true tea, just spill it. It's the age of, spilling all the truth in Hollywood anyway. Like, let us hear the whole thing. I'm never surprised by any of these news that come out, especially with men and sexual assault in any kind. So for me, it's like, all right, I'm ready to hear it. But people, lay off of Porsha, please. Let the girl live and get her big ass diamond and like all of that nonsense. And beat up on the dude, if anything.
Amarachi, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your thoughts. We appreciate it. All right. We have over 600 people in the room. Like this video if you haven't liked. If you're not subscribed, why not? Why not? The road to 100,000, here we come. I can't wait for that party. We need to do like a special giveaway. I'll think about that. I'll think about that. I want to bring up a couple of people. Lala, are you ready to come up? Lala. Okay. Lala, do you want to? Lala?
I don't know what's going on with my mic.
Can you hear me? Sorry, Lala. Lala, try calling back in. Sometimes with StreamYard, it's a situation. It's a situation. I'm going to bring up Shantae. I'm going to bring up The Stank Is Real. I'm going to bring up St. J. Hello, y'all.
Hey, can you hear me a little bit better?
Yeah, that's definitely better. Because before it sounded like you were far, far away.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Shantae, mute your mic, Miriam. You're on timeout for now. I did it already. Shantae needs her moment. She didn't get to say what she had to say. Shantae, go ahead.
So yeah, the last caller, you're asking way too much for us to not going on Porsha. We have been I ain't gonna speak for everybody else. I'll speak for myself. We have been observing both of them, not just Porsha. I've been observing Simon. I've been said he's got a lot that he's trying to prove. So he's not without that type of criticism either. I'm gonna give it to them both equally. Second, from that, the whole thing, like I said, it's still just rotten on her end, because it looks like she's just been doing everything that her mother has trained, not raised her to do. I look at it now, and I'm looking at, like, ever since everything that we've seen of her, it's almost like she's trying to fit into each type of setting for whichever type of man she may be trying to get with. Like when we saw that footage of her preaching, I hate to say it, but it's possible that her mother might have been steering her to try to marry a rich pastor.
Oh.
So she was trying to just fit in. I hate to say it, but I mean, knowing how she moves, it would not surprise me if the tea about that came out. Her with Cordell, trying to fit into the type of woman Cordell wanted, trying to be a housewife, trying to make sure she could raise a baby, and this, that, and the other. Then along with her, now she's with what's his name? Simon. So she's trying to fit into that, but then supposedly that was her connection that came through. It's just all so fishy, and seems like she's just trying to like get a new identity according to whatever man she's trying to hook.
Oh,
And it's just like all this stuff is just starting to come out a little bit, and it's just looking so apparent that she's lost. That's why I go back to saying she needs therapy. And whatever the other caller said about, Simon appears like he's trying to just get on TV and he's gonna just hang Porsha out to dry. I hope Porsha is smart enough to really just get her coins, make sure PJ's not affected because she's still too young to really know what's going on, and just be done, because this just does not look good. Simon, and it sucks because, yeah, Simon is just as wrong, if not more wrong, than Porsha. He was the woman for ring on his finger and to the house. But you know how it works out. Men don't get the brunt of all the criticism and the whatever happens. So I hope she's prepared.
Ooh. All right, Miriam, you it's your turn. Miriam, but before you start,
I love you.
I have to ask you. I have to ask you a question. Did you know that tea about Porsha allegedly stealing Dennis from one of her friends? Did we know that? Why does it sound familiar?
Yes.
That sounds familiar, right?
Remember when Candy was hesitant about warning Porsha about Dennis because of the past situation? Because Candy was worried that Candy just didn't want anything to work out with her, and that Candy was either being jealous or messy, not wanting her relationship with Dennis work out. The other girl is the one and only Jamie. And this is why they had that altercation in Todd's birthday party that led to Porsha be escorted out by security. It's all linked to Dennis. So
why do you have to sing it when you say it? You sang that a little bit.
Because
escorted out by security. You almost sang that.
It's not only because I'm inspired by Kenya, but I'm sick and tired of people saying, leave Porsha alone. No, we're not going to leave her alone. She can do whatever she wants, and we will have an opinion on her, just like she had for more than 10 years on everybody else, especially Kenya. The problem is she is guilty of what she used to accuse others. Wrong road, Porsha, wrong road. And the way he got you is the way he's gonna dump you. And at this point, and by the way, I never said that Salmon, I call him Salmon for goodness sake. And my name is inspired by him. He stinks, and he is the media whore. He wanted a housewife to be his wife. When he saw that Falynn wasn't working, and then Porsha had a little bit of help from her lapdog, SHAMEA, then this is how they did. He has no shame in the game, just like Porsha. They both posted their picture saying, if I don't give an F, had the face. They said, believe them when they tell you who they are. And I just want to give a challenge for all Porsha fans. I feel with those who are like, I feel like they're really pissed because they defend her like to the core. But then like my challenge is defend her without attacking someone else. And today there's a new trend. They're attacking Simon now, Salmon. Before it was
Data said, don't call him Salmon. I like Salmon.
Oh, I like Salmon too, but to be honest with you, yeah, you're right. I retract that name. I don't know. I
want to focus though. I want to focus a little bit about the topic that we're talking about. SHAMEA allegedly, not alleged. This is what they're saying on social media, that she is the woman that matched Simon and Porsha together. What are your thoughts on that?
It's obvious because her husband is the African connection, and him and Simon they walk or they lurk in the same circles. And of course, there is like, I feel like, I'm trying not to be that shady. But this is the thing. I feel like SHAMEA, she doesn't only like Porsha as a best friend. I feel like they have extracurricular activities, just like we saw some of them with Bolo. The Bolo situation with girl on girl, this and that. So I feel like they have that connection. So yeah, they want to be in the same circle. They want to be together, and we don't know what Shamila's husband is into. But now we have a good guess on what Simon is for and likes. And you know, Porsha, cry me a river, honey. You're getting your own medicine. I honestly, I've been like, just yesterday I saw someone, they posted a picture of Kenya and Harry Dubin from New York. I'm like, oh, here's her married man.
How
He's not married.
Miriam, let's hear what St. J has to say.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna make it quick, Miriam, because I got a hot date. So I think that I'm so happy I don't have friends in my life like SHAMEA, because I couldn't imagine one of my friends hooking me up with a married man. Like, I can't imagine one of my friends thinking I'm down for that.
Damn. But apparently SHAMEA knows. That's a very good point, St. J.
Yeah, like, because that just says a lot. Like, oh, I know Porsha not gonna care here. She don't mind that you going through a little situation. That's fine. Like, that's ooh. So there's that. I think that Simon wants to be, he wants to be on TV. He's been married 3 times at this point. So hey.
This would be his 4th marriage, right?
His 4th marriage, yes.
Wow.
So he's been around. And I think that, if Portia's gonna do it and it's gonna make her happy, then she should go for it. But she has to understand how it looks.
Oh my goodness! What are your thoughts on the other hot topics in regards to Charlamagne and Kelvin or Sheree coming back? Look, it always comes back to Sheree coming back. I want Sheree to come back.
I want Sheree back. I will scream it from the mountaintops. And I also think that if Kelvin has anything on Charlamagne, he should have been released because Charlamagne talks about him like a dog any chance he gets.
Literally, like the dog barking in the back.
Oh my gosh, you can hear that. Okay, gotta go, guys.
Hey, Jay, thank you for calling in. Have a great date. All right, I want to bring up Brianna. Let me know your thoughts on this hot topic.
So, I don't think I'm convinced that SHAMEA is the matchmaker that we think that she is.
Okay, tell me your speculation.
My speculation is that Porsha, we have seen Porsha basically use her friends as the fall guy. And I think that this is just another case of her shifting the responsibility onto her other friends, like the same way she did Tanya, when Tanya was like, I was in that room with her, girl. And the reason why I feel like SHAMEA is willing to do that is because I feel like this could potentially secure a more palatable storyline for SHAMEA to be a friend of the show. Oh. Also, I was just looking through Falynn's Instagram because I just think that she's so pretty. And I just was looking at her and I was just looking at, just what she had posted. And she doesn't actually have that many pictures. And Porsha was very quick to let the world know how her and Falynn were not friends. But I went back to some of her pictures from 2019 and I saw you can see the top comments without having to click on that, expand the comments. I saw that Porsha and SHAMEA were leaving all kind of fire symbols and, bigging her up back in September. And I noticed that all the castmates were, but Porsha's comments stopped in January. No, I'm not normally this much of a creep, but I just
no, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, Brianna.
Falynn doesn't have that many pictures, so it wasn't like I just went back years and years. She doesn't have that many pictures, and I noticed back in September there was all kind of fire emojis, heart eyes, bigging her up. And then in January, there were no more comments from Porsha, but the comments from SHAMEA continued, and Candy and the other castmates. So I'm like, if the other castmates, there was one comment from Candy, oh, girl, were you going to invite me out? Kenya mentioned how her and Falynn go to lunch on one of Candy's Speak On It. So if the other castmates considered Falynn an acquaintance, how is it that Porsha's the only one that doesn't feel like Falynn was worth respecting. And I want to point something out. It's not about Porsha stealing anyone's man. Falynn's a beautiful woman, and Porsha didn't steal anyone's man. You can't steal anyone's man. You're right about that. It's not about that. It's about the tackiness of it all. It'd be different if her and Simon came out, you know, a year from now after the divorce had been finalized. But we're talking about this man said in January he wants a divorce, took it back, and she herself didn't even publicly announce her divorce until April. And by May, you're saying not that you're dating this man, but you're in love and going to marry this man and spend the rest of your life. And that's what we're saying is, when you know someone, you don't have to be someone's friend to respect their marriage and their relationships and what they're going through. And it's just the tackiness of it. And that's why she's getting the majority of the brunt than Simon. This is his fourth marriage. We can conclude that he does this all the time. So we're not tuned into Simon. We haven't watched Simon degrade other women over the years for less. We are not invested in Simon, and he has a pattern of getting married very quickly. So we're not surprised by his actions. We're speaking on Porsha because we're disappointed in someone at her age continuing to make these type of decisions. Also, even if this was for a storyline, a lot of people are speaking on if it makes her happy and the money's good, that doesn't make anything more morally sound because it's for a check or for a storyline or any of that. If anything, it makes me look at her more sideways because that Real Housewives check is more important than integrity and just her representation as a Black woman and just as a woman and what she aspires to be as a woman is more important. And that doesn't impress me either. So there's just a lot of different things, but I don't think that SHAMEA is the matchmaker. I think that she's using SHAMEA as a fall guy like she has done so many of her other friends. And I think if I could be honest, I think she's saying, hey guys, let's all get our lives on. Let's all get a storyline. Simon, you can get on and people can know your name. And SHAMEA, we can give you something to be worth being on screen for next season because people will think that you're like this matchmaker. But I don't believe SHAMEA actually really had anything to do with it. I think Porsha plotted all on her own. And SHAMEA is just a logical conclusion due to her proximity to African men and their friendship. But I don't think that SHAMEA was, I don't think she's the matchmaker. I feel like she would have came out and said that. She would have said that in her long post. And I also want to say, stop saying that we're slut shaming Porsha. No one's caring what she's doing with her vagina. That has nothing to do with tackiness or class. And we are not going to act like we didn't sit up and listen to people call Kenya more whore for at least 4 or 5 years or longer over smaller things. And we've heard her shame people for other things. She tried to shame Marlo for the lipo that Marlo admitted out of her own mouth. And SHAMEA made fun of Portia's or Marlo's speech impediment at the reunion. So like people have been shamed for other things, and just because we call Porsha out doesn't make it slut shaming. I mean, especially when you do it on camera and no one cares if she had sex with him. We're talking about the fact that she lied about the things that she does. So I know I said a lot, but I just am not buying any of this. Not as real love, at least. I'm just not sure yet exactly why she wants to do this or go down like this, but I'm not buying SHAMEA being the matchmaker. I'm just not.
And this is why I love the conversations that we're having, because now you're making me think, this makes sense. And it seems as if SHAMEA, whatever. It seems as if she is such a loyal friend to her own detriment.
I want to know what it is about Porsha that makes people overlook what she does to them, because I watched actually a video today of SHAMEA talking about what she was going through when her and Porsha were falling out on TV and her husband trying to console her. And it seemed like she was actually really hurt about it. And I mean, this is her reputation. So if someone can play with your reputation, what else can't they get away with? I mean, I'm convinced at this point that Porsha could crawl in the bed with SHAMEA's husband and she wouldn't have anything to say about it. I don't understand being that loyal to a fault, because I just think in the end, Porsha wants some of the heat off of her. So she's like, oh, SHAMEA hooked us up. This was a real hookup. And, SHAMEA saw that we were the perfect match. No, Porsha, no. I think you plotted on this man when you saw the house. And I saw people pointing out that she had like reached for the door like she had been there. I didn't actually go back and watch that clip, but the timeline is not adding up. It never has. I just don't think at this stage in the game. I mean, we've watched Porsha try to get men with baby nups. We've seen a lot from Porsha, and maybe she is that quick to fall in love, but I just don't think at this age. When she was younger, maybe. But I just don't see at this age falling in love with. I just don't see it. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But
Brianna, first of all, like I said, I appreciate you coming in and sharing your thoughts, because now you have me thinking other things. And I appreciate you doing a deep dive and investigative work on Falynn's IG, because that is something I don't think anyone else is talking about. So just to reiterate what you said, you did a deep dive on Falynn's Instagram, and back in December was
it was September. It was September of 2019. She was leaving all kind of hearts and
wait a second, September 2019.
Or wait, what year is this? Oh no, 2020. Sorry. I keep thinking it's still 2020.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
September 2020, sorry.
Okay.
She was leaving all kinds of hearts, emojis, and then once it got to January, I didn't see any more comments from Porsha.
Her and
the ghosting stuff.
Both Porsha and
SHAMEA. I have screenshots, by the way, but
okay.
But I saw that she was leaving. Like that doesn't come off like I'm not interested in being friends. I met you a couple times and I'm not looking to grow a friendship with you. That's why I just feel like once you decide that you're going to be cordial with someone and you're going to spend time with them, whether you develop the best of friendship doesn't matter. You don't have to be best friends with someone to respect what they have in their lives and what they hold sacred. And I know a lot of people, I want to speak on one more thing. I know a lot of people recently saw the video that the man in the proposal, whatever. I want to explain why that doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter because it's not the reason why he divorced Falynn. So if this was at the beginning of their marriage, it seems like it was damn near the day before the marriage. It's just like how they're making it seem, or like as if the timelines were so close. One, the young man never said what day or what time of year this proposal was. And we know they got married in 2019. So that's questionable. Two, in one breath, he said that, oh yeah, it was definitely while they were married. And in the next breath, he said that he had no idea she was married. So how do you really know if she was married if you don't really know like what was going on at that time? You heard she was married. Also, she had a very public wedding ceremony. The pictures are on her Instagram. The dates match. The pictures were posted in 2019. So I'm not seeing how this gentleman just had no idea that this is going on. And she looks significantly younger in the video than she does on her Instagram photos in 2019. And he's the only one that's corroborating the 2019 timeline. And two, it doesn't matter because if this happened at the beginning or just as her and Simon had gotten married, do you think he waited almost 3 years to divorce her for that? Obviously, they got past it. So it doesn't really matter if it did or didn't happen. We don't know if at some point they were in an open relationship and he said, it's time to choose. And she chose the man with the $40 million net worth. We don't know if he knew about that young man or not. We don't know anything other than it doesn't matter because it's not the reason that he divorced her. He's spoken highly of her. He's given her a lavish life. If he didn't want to give her that over that incident, he wouldn't wait 3.5 years to do it. He wouldn't file and then renege. And then he definitely would have put extramarital affairs on the divorce papers, but instead he put irreconcilable differences.
Well, in all fairness, Look. All fairness, a lot of people will put that. Although there was cheatation situations going on.
Cheatation.
Yeah.
Cheatation.
I didn't put that on a t-shirt. Go ahead, Miriam.
But I will. Oh, go ahead, Miriam.
Listen, I don't think it was Shamila's idea for the hookup. Porsha, when she assessed Simon's net worth, she asked for help. So there's definitely some help through. So it's not like Shamia said, "Oh, come on, I want to hook you up with this married man." I think it was. I don't think. I really believe in that Porsha is the one who asked Shamia to help her because she was assessing the net worth. And to be honest with you, at this point, whatever Falynn does or not does, it's irrelevant. All these drip that's happening in the news, it's all Porsha's camp who are planting.
What's the drip?
No, the drip about
Is it the holy drip?
Falynn.
The holy drip.
No, not the holy drip. No, not that one. This is a different one. I mean, like drip campaign trying to smear Falynn's reputation and her demeanor or behavior as a married woman, trying to justify what she just did. This is what they're doing. They're trying to attack her. It's Porsha's camp doing that. Bottom
anyone
line,
know
she
if
knew
Falynn-
the man.
Does anybody know if Falynn
ahead.
actually has a gag order? I've heard that, but I didn't know if that was accurate.
Look, we will never know for sure what's in that prenup, but it wouldn't shock me. This was his
Which
third
means she
marriage. Look, this was his third marriage, so it wouldn't surprise me that he's putting new stipulations in that prenup.
Yeah.
Exactly, Kempire. It's his fourth marriage. And what number of this of relationships is this for Porsha? You just said that it's his fourth marriage. How many men that we know of on the show that were Porsha's? I think she outnumbers him. To be honest, so that's not.
Not in
I don't know if
marriages.
she outnumber him in
both-
marriages, but
Well, not in marriages, but in relationships. And she was trying to marry. She was trying to marry the Duke, that player. She had Cordell for obvious reasons, to be a housewife and money. She had the other guy, the African married man that everybody knows about, that she said that
Allegedly.
Claudia Jordan mentioned. She has.
Allegedly.
I'm not gonna say that.
ooh, child, that's
Thank you for
Ooh.
supporting my point. And then we have the Todd, that sweet Todd, that she tried to make him sign a
baby
paternity
nut.
prenup, a baby nut. Come on, like, did you
Oh,
forget
girl, you
all
guys are
these
bringing
men?
me back.
She's a gaslighter. She attacks others by things that she does herself, so that you look the other way. This is why Kate Chastain said she is the person that would hit the bus full of children and then pivot. This is what a gaslighter does. Pivot that it was better for the children, because if they lived, they would suffer. This world is not good for them. That's Porsha.
I just want to post this comment. Althea says Falynn is mute for a reason. Falynn has 3 kids from three different men. Y'all are so ridiculous. Look, Falynn's also a Taurus like me. I honestly don't. I'm very private. You wouldn't see me blowing Simon's spot up on the internet. So the way
not
that
everybody is like that.
look, the way that Falynn is moving makes complete sense to someone that's also a Taurus. The same way.
Classy.
If Candy was to go through something like this, who's also a Taurus, you wouldn't see her blasting Todd on social media. We sit back and we handle our business behind the scenes. So I think that's part of why we don't hear Falynn out here like, That's just not, look, we don't roll like that.
Yeah, I don't see what
her
3 different kids have to do with this situation, because he married her with those 3 kids, and that's really irrelevant to, the topic. And the topic, I don't see why
maybe
people
she's
keep trying to
protecting
make
her
this,
kids.
Yeah, I don't see why people keep trying to make this about Falynn. She is not publicly, she has not been caught publicly going outside of her vows. Whatever has been said is one thing, but Simon is the only one parading someone else while his vows are still intact. It's not, and it's not up to us to decide. Do you realize how many people sign up? They file for divorce and the divorce never goes through. It might be years later. They might bicker, they might spend all this money, and they might call it off. It's not up to us to be like, oh, their marriage is over, done, and through. You don't go into someone's like marital situation and decide that it's done because that's what's convenient for you. Many people file for divorce, they date outside of the divorces, and then they end up getting back together. Like, it's not simple, like how people are trying to make it. So, I don't see why everybody keeps making it about how it's Falynn. He put that narrative out there, and unfortunately, people want to stick with that because they love Porsha so much. But guess what? Whether they cheated on each other in their marriage or not is between them. But that doesn't give a third person to be like, well, let me go ahead and get mine. Like, since
they did it,
or they had issues. Like, people have no idea like how hard marriage is, and like how many mistakes you make, how many things you wish you could take back. Like, you can't, that doesn't mean that other people are just welcome to go ahead and blow down your house because they feel like it's already made out of sticks and stones.
I just want to point this out. Althea says, lady, people date when separated, which is true. A lot of people, even
they do.
Even on this last season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we saw Drew and LaToya debate that topic. A lot of people feel differently about that. But if a relationship, yes, they can easily get back together. But if they are separated, is it wrong?
I'm not against people dating while separated. Believe it or not.
No, it's not wrong.
Wait.
The issue is,
time, please. Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm not against someone dating someone separated. But we're talking about the proximity. I'm not going to go date a friend of mine or someone that I kicked it with. I'm not going to go date their husband after a month. I don't care whether Simon has decided that his relationship is over and he can date whoever, they can date whoever, but we're not going to act like it's not about the proximity of the relationship to her castmates. Like, yes, separated people date all the time. Like, divorces take a long time. They're expensive. People have needs. They crave affection, all that stuff. But we're not going to act like is there only one, or is there only 10 men to choose from in Atlanta? Like, we're not going to act like it had to be that guy. So that's what we're talking about. If it wasn't Falynn, would we really care? Maybe not as much, but we're talking about the proximity.
He's married.
We might care.
He's married, period.
We might care, but we saw
this is the thing.
Go ahead, Mary.
Yeah, this is the thing. Her timeline is off. She's not owning. She is insulting our intelligence,
and it's the ownership,
making it pretend that this is only 30 days old. This is the problem. It's not what she did between the sheets between him. That is a problem. But like, she lied. She blatantly lied. It's not like when people are separated and it's known. Then okay, and they're dating, like, I don't think that is cheating, but that is not the case, period. And she is pretending that not to have any type of relationship. It doesn't matter. Even if Falynn was someone that came to clean her house, you knew that this man was with this woman. There are ethics that she always pretended to have and live by and attack others based on. This is the problem. It's the gaslighting. Okay, we know people, they fall in love in situations that are not optimum, but at least they have the decency and the humbleness of thinking of others. If Falynn, she's being a class act by not talking, and maybe she's really only doing what mothers do, protect her children by keeping her mouth shut, and she's just giving them rope so that they can hang themselves. This is what Falynn is doing.
You never know.
Not hearing her.
All right. I have quite a few people on the line that want to call and weigh in, but I do want to correct you both on calling Falynn when it's Fallon.
Fallon. Oh,
Fallon.
Okay,
sorry,
Fallon.
It's such a bad way to say her name.
I thought it was Falynn this whole time.
No, it's Fallon.
Well, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. Okay. All right. All right, ladies, hold on. Muting your mics. All right, I'm going to bring a couple of callers up. Callers, when you come up, keep it short and to the point, because, look, now we're going on an hour and a half. Not that I mind, but I know people watching this back are gonna be like, Lord, 2 hours? All right. If you're watching this, we have over 700 people in the room. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. We have conversations like this all the time, and we love your opinions. So if you're watching this afterwards, let us know your thoughts on these hot topics in the comment section. And for more links on my social media and the podcast, a new episode is out today. Go check that out. Links are available in the description of this video, or you can just go to kempireradio.com for more details. I'm going to bring up Kimberly Howard. Kimberly, thoughts on this breaking news?
I just can't with Porsha. She's just lying, and it's so sad. SHAMEA, you're a grown woman, and you're this stupid. If you want to be supportive of your friend's stupid acts, then be supportive of your friend's stupid acts. But don't let her use you like this. You're a married woman, and you got upset when Marlo just said something about your husband, but you think it's okay for Porsha to sleep with Falynn's husband? And God, would people in the comments stop? Nobody is jealous of Porsha because what she did is wrong, and they're calling her out on it. It's that simple. It's not jealousy. It's not nobody wants to be her. It's she's wrong, and we can speak on it. It's that simple. If any other cast member did it, we'd be saying the same thing. And as far as saying, oh, Falynn has 3 children, that's why that is the craziest thing in the world. A lot of people have 3 children by 3 different baby dads. I hate when they say that on when she said that on Real Housewives. I didn't like that. And when Marlo has said that to Eva before about having 2 baby dads, it's crazy. And they know it's crazy because how many years has Candy's been on there? How old is Ace? No one has ever fixed their mouth to tell Candy she's got 2 baby dads. Yeah, I know.
You're right about that.
Wouldn't do that. And they wouldn't do that. And that's the craziest thing about it. Like, I hate when people say that. You don't know why Falynn is being quiet. So until you do, don't speak on it. You can speak on Porsha because she's putting stuff out there for people to speak on. When Falynn puts something out, then speak on it. But she's not. So you don't know why she's being quiet. You don't know if that's in part of her settlement, that she can't talk about her marriage for God knows how long. You don't know that. But we do know what Porsha's putting out, and everything she's putting out is not good. And people cheering her on, and then somebody was showing a clip of Dish Nation, and Sherry was congratulating her. Didn't your man cheat, and you were upset about that? And now you're congratulating her for sleeping with somebody else's husband? And I don't care how Porsha plays it. If you weren't friends with her, you want to say that you were co-workers with her, and you shouldn't have did it. And Porsha never said they were never not friends. She just said, we're not friends. Of course you're not friends now. You're sleeping with her husband. But you could have been friends. Porsha lies so much, and it's just so scary how people just make excuses for her. And it's not even a good excuse. They never have, like, facts to throw at somebody when they say Porsha's a slut or Porsha did something that was wrong. It's always, oh, you're jealous of her. You want her life. Oh, she's pretty. Is there anything else there to her? Can y'all say anything else? Because you already know she's a slut. And all you people who think, oh, this is great what she did, let her spend an hour with your man and see how that goes.
Kimberly,
and everybody who's cheering her on, I bet they wouldn't leave her alone with their man.
Nene said that. Nene said that in a recent interview. Let me.
And I agree with Nene.
I want to take another caller. Hold on, Kim.
Okay.
Iffy.
Hi, Iffy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
What are your thoughts on this hot topic?
Yeah, I've always known that Porsha is she's a slut. So
oh, come on, let's not call people names.
And I'm not calling her names.
You just called her a slut.
I mean, if it sounds like a duck and walks like a duck, it is a duck. You know. But what I want to say is, Falynn, she has a special needs child, and I'm a Nigerian, and I think Simon has 5 kids, and then you have this.
He has 8 kids, by the way. He has 8.
8?
Yes, that's what I was told. He has 8 kids.
Wait, I think that might be. Wouldn't that just be them count? Well, okay. Well, look, I don't know.
Yeah, he has several kids, so I'm not sure. I think he has like 5 or 6 of them. But Falynn, she has a special needs child, and as a mother, if you are going through stuff like this, you probably won't want to come out, especially if you have a child who's doting on this man for a long time. What you want to do is protect your children from whatever is going on. And that's probably the reason why we are not hearing much from her, because she has to concentrate on her kids, especially the one who has special needs. So for me, that's something that might be a reason why she's not speaking out. And another thing is, if I were in Falyn's shoes, I probably won't speak out either. There's nothing to talk about. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, he was cheating on me, or this happened. There's not much to talk about. If she's on the show,
also it's not that smart, especially if it could jeopardize her money situation, her prenup situation.
I mean, if it's the money, 40 million, then we have a million Nigerians who are worth more than 40 million. Come on.
Also, wait, if are you the Nigerian Connect?
Girl, nah, I can't do that. We have a lot of Nigerians who have money, and when they talk about, because I called around and I asked a few of my friends from the same place where he's from, and if he's, because the family is quite large, if he's from that particular family, his father probably was the one who was once, and the NNPC, that's the petroleum company, Nigerian Petroleum Company, his father was probably the director at one time, and that's where his oil connection came from, because from that state where he comes from, I schooled there, so I know they don't have oil. So there's no reason why he could be such a tycoon. It's very difficult to find an oil tycoon from where he comes from. Now, where I come from,
that's tea.
Yeah, where I come from, it's called Delta State. It's very close to Edo State where he comes from. And he's from Benin. So from Delta State, that has Delta, Port Harcourt, River State, Cross River, that's where the oil is. So if you come from those sides, and especially from the oil producing sides, you might have a stake in oil in a big way. So that's something that is not really, I'm still thinking to look at that. But what I got from my friend was he's probably got that connection from his dad when his dad was an NPC director. And that's probably the reason why, if he has that oil connection, that's where it's going to be coming from.
I love you guys because you guys come through with receipts and research. Lord, Iffy, thank you so much. Wow.
Well, so one thing I wanted to point out is the way, if you look at all the pictures with Falynn and Simon he was doting on Falynn. He would look at her longingly. He never looked at the camera. But with Porsha, he barely looks at her. He's always looking at the camera. That's what makes me know that he's after the fame and not whatever. And as a Nigerian man, it's going to circle back. I'm married to a Nigerian. I'm Nigerian. I know I have brothers, I have cousins, so I know how it is. And I schooled in his state, in his area, so I know how they are. Where it's going to circle back, it's going to come to the point where he will not be able to stand her, especially with all of the things that she has done, and they start coming up to light. So whatever he's doing right now, he's going to be like, let me get what I can for right now.
Let me just thank you, Robin Carter, for the super chat. Robin says, because it's Georgia, they can't say there are no more good black men anymore because now they have African men to choose from as well.
Well, I guess the reason, I think that the draw to African men is because, to be honest, they have issues, but for the most part, they take care of their own. So, men, when you are married to a Nigerian, he might cheat, but if he really cares on you, he cares about you, and that's something else. It's from the people from his generation. They were bad flirts. So his father has several wives, and he doesn't know any better. So he's gonna try it, and he's in a country where he cannot legally marry one wife. So he can be married to you when he's tired of you and he has the money, then he can get to the next person. So things like that. If I were Porsha, I wouldn't rest until I know that he's like 80 or 90. Even then, we have people 80, 90 who are billionaires in Nigeria getting married to 26-year-olds. So good luck with that. I just feel it's an attention grab, and the more we talk about it, the more Porsha and Simon feeds off of it. So it's ridiculous.
Thank you, Robin, again for the super chat. Robin says this: funny how we are so harsh towards the women when men who are separated or divorcing move on before the divorce is final. Anyway, so what she engaged can't legally get married anyway until divorce anyway. Thank you, Robin, for the super chat. I want to round this out. Some last minute thoughts. Thank you, Iffy, for sharing your thoughts. Kimberly, last minute thoughts. I want to round this conversation because we could talk about Porsha, and we have to death at this point. Porsha and SHAMEA must be in cahoots, allegedly, because now, if you're just joining us, we are finding out that SHAMEA allegedly was the matchmaker. She matched Simon with Porsha, a married man. Last minute thoughts, Kimberly.
I don't believe SHAMEA did this. I think this is all Porsha. I think she told SHAMEA to go along with this, and SHAMEA would jump off a bridge if Porsha told her to do it. And as far as getting on the woman and not getting on the man, Simon is messed up. Simon is a creep. Something's wrong with Simon, and I think he's doing this all for fame. And he's just miserable to me. But he's not the reality star. Porsha is. Now, next season, when he's probably on the show because that's what he wants, some fame, then we can sit and talk about him too. But right now, she's the issue. She's the one putting her life out there for everybody, so we can comment on it. No one's giving Simon a pass. We just know that something's wrong with him. We know he's a creep, and I think everybody's clear on that. So no one's really focusing on that, and no one's defending Simon. When I say Simon's a creep, no one's saying, oh, you're jealous of Simon. You want Simon's life. Simon's so pretty. No one's doing that. So that's why no one's even worried about Simon. Porsha, what she did was wrong. It's clear what she did was wrong. Just say if she's wrong. Stop trying to make excuses for what she did. Maybe she won't keep repeating this behavior, because she's not going to get married to this guy. He's going to use her for all the fame he can get and dump her for another girl, because I don't think he's going to marry her. And let's say he does marry her, she's going to end up in the same position the other wives have, probably a prenup, probably not going to end up with anything. But knowing Porsha,
I think they will get married.
Something. And she's going to have a nice prenup. This guy's not separating from his money. The only thing he probably does love, he's not separating from his money. And if he comes from oil, he's probably tied so far up in his family, they're not going to let him just marry this woman without no prenup. That's not happening. So Portia's not getting nothing. She's probably going to end up with another baby so she can get another child support check. And that's the only thing she's going to get. She thought she was going to marry Dennis. We see how that went.
Kimberly, thank you so much for always calling and sharing your unfiltered thoughts. We appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
I just want to read this. Logan, this was hilarious. Logan says, Patty Stinger, move over. SHAMEA is the new millionaire matchmaker. Robert Carter, thank you again so much for the super chat and supporting the channel. Stop stereotyping. Just like all African American men are not the same as all African men are not the same. Okay. Brianna, last minute thoughts. We're going to round this out.
I'll be quick, but yeah, I don't buy one. I want to say I don't think Porsha's a slut. I don't think she's a slut at all. I think she has very terrible judgment, but I don't think she's a slut. That's two different things. I don't buy SHAMEA as the millionaire matchmaker. I think if that was the case, why she didn't get her friend Porsha a new man after Dennis well before this. I think she's probably known plenty of other decent eligible bachelors for Porsha. So I don't buy that she's suddenly if this is the best she could do, she ain't the matchmaker that you want to be paying your money to. And I just think that ultimately, if it's for a storyline, then so be it. But I just think that it's going to end up backfiring. I'm also going to say I don't believe they'll make it down the aisle. I think that this is a glorified sugar daddy situation. Like the last caller said, Simon's not going to part with his money. She's going to have to sign a prenup. And just to be clear, you don't get alimony unless you've been married for a significant amount of time. You don't just get alimony for marrying someone.
Children.
That too, but a lot of people think like she's
Child
going to
support.
gain something just from the marriage. She would have to find some other. I just don't see her having Simon's child. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. But for that reason, that's why I don't think they'll make it down the aisle. I think this will be. I'm going to get all I can. I'll get a few foreign cars, a few bags, maybe a rental property out of it. But I don't think they're going to make it down the aisle. But if this is what she chooses to do, then I'll just see how it plays out. Still won't be watching that special though if it comes out. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I still will rather watch paint dry. But
Brianna. Thank you so much for calling in, Brianna. Miriam, last minute thoughts, and please make it short. It's Friday night. Can I go out and have a life? Not that I am, but you know.
Hey, can I have? Well, me too. But can I put it? I didn't speak that much today. You gave the floor for others, and I'm respectful.
Today,
and I love you, and
Miriam.
you always put me on timeout.
Look, Miriam. Keyword today. You didn't talk that much today.
Well, but you always put me on timeout, and I still come back because I know your objective. I'm gonna give you some compliments. Come on, let me compliment you. You know, just to reiterate that this channel is not swayed against someone or others. You bring me, I'm Captain Twirl, because you baptized me that way, but you always put me on timeout. Pastor Kempire. Anyhow.
Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, God.
No. Listen.
Last minute thought on this
how many baby mamas? It's math. How many baby mamas Simon has? So yeah, I'm not just.
No.
We don't know exactly. So I am not saying that I'm shaming women. And how many times have we heard the comment, she can't keep a man out of Porsha's mouth? This is why I want to thank Porsha. And this is the only time that you will see me thanking Porsha, because finally her cult, or her fan cultish base, they are saying, don't shame the woman. Oh, thank God, because you guys been shaming Kenya for more than 10 years because her relationships were not successful, blaming it on her. So just listen, I know it sounds like I'm defending Kenya, but really this woman, she's been through the ringer with all your comments. And now when we
wait. I just like to point something out. Every time we talk about Porsha, or we talk about something related to Real Housewives of Atlanta, Captain Twirl, you always seem to bring it back to Kenya. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, because she used Kenya as like that was the bullseye, that she can't keep a man. If she has a man, she pays him. You know, Porsha has a price, so men pay to be with her. You know, I am Team Kempire all along. I don't know Kenya personally, but my point is I don't like hypocrites. She always was accusing Kenya, like she dragged Kenya for flirting with Apollo. This woman, chances are, because she's posting old pictures on social media, it seems like if she's not pregnant, she's trying to secure that child support check. It's the child support check that she's trying to secure, not alimony. No, because they haven't been together forever. But if she has a child, she will claim because of the child support will be in respect to his income. So yeah, that's going to be a hefty check. And so she put the price on herself. And you know what? She dished. Now she has no option but to take it. We're going to use the same terms that she used on others, not only Kenya. No, she any woman, and she went after Candy as well. Like, you know, maybe I should start just mentioning Kenya, but like Candy, she accused her of her horrible things when Kenya was the only one that helped her or tried to help her. And this just to show that she has loyalty to no one but herself. It will come a day that there will be a fallout between her and SHAMEA again. But this time there is no Phaedra to blame. So SHAMEA, open your eyes, because you're just like a means for her to get what she wants. And you help her, we all know, because she asked you to. So we relieve you from the responsibility of being the instigator here, but you definitely were the helper here. You helped, and you both knew. You both went in your how do they call it? Skimpy swimsuits, 2 pieces, to this man's home, and Porsha was very familiar with the surroundings. So we know what we know. Now we know. And
Wow.
that's it.
Thank you, Captain Tor. We appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts.
Twirl. For Kempire, 100K. It will happen.
100K very soon. Very soon. Thank you,
I
Miriam.
started with you. You had less than 1,000, right? When we started, you were less than 1,000.
Oh my God! I think I had at least 1,000 at that point.
Yeah.
I started the new year with 1,000, and now we're at 10,000, going on to 11,000 because 11 is my lucky number. So if you're not subscribed, we have over 600 and something people in the chat. Like this video. It's an easy, free way to support the channel if you like content like this. And for those that are watching this video afterwards, be sure to let us know your thoughts on some of the things that the panel had to say. Miriam, thank you so much for calling in. Have a great weekend. All right. For those that weren't able to call in or weren't able to sound off, call in again. We will be going live again this weekend, more than likely Sunday afternoon, because I think I'm going to start doing that, especially for our international fans, just to talk some hot topics, depending on what the hot topic may be. Be ready to call in and share your thoughts. Shout out to all of my moderators. Thank you all for the super chats. Appreciate you all being here. I hope you enjoyed this last minute live to talk about some Real Housewives of Atlanta and some Wendy Williams conversation. Shout out to my TikTok. I appreciate you. TikTok was blowing up too. You guys enjoyed this part of it. I'm sorry I didn't see everyone's comments. We were really focused here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Even if you were Team Porsha or Team SHAMEA or your Team Kenya, it doesn't matter. I appreciate everyone calling in and sharing their thoughts. Again, thank you to everyone for being here. Have a great evening. And if you haven't liked this video, let's get this up. Wait, how many? Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's get this to over 300. We got close to 600 and something people in the chat. Why don't y'all want to like the video? Y'all, are you hate watching? Why are you hate watching? Okay, it's all right. At least you're watching. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Again, don't forget a new episode of my podcast, Kempire Radio, is now available. And as always, we cite our sources, so be sure to check out the description of our videos for sources on some of these hot topics. There won't be any sources for this particular video because the source was IG. And shout out to the Peach Report Daily, where we got one of the pictures from, and Queens of Bravo as well. Shout out to you guys. Go follow them. Go support them. We appreciate you all being here. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone that called in. I think I'm going to go binge some Shahs of Sunset. Don't forget, we do recaps of some of your favorite reality shows as well here on the channel. So I'm going to go do that and just veg out. I'm going to veg out. I think I earned it, right? Thanks. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. If you're watching this afterwards, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I do go through the comments as much as I can. Again, thank you to the moderators. If you'd like to be a moderator, let me know in the chat now. Let me know in the chat. Oh, goodness. All right, y'all. I'm tired. I'm going to go lay down. TikTok, thanks so much for being here.